This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed jack of all trades, music maven, let's call him Renaissance man, DADE DMC. But before we get to the interview, here's a sneak peek at the incredible talent of DADE DMC.
Fresh up off the plane, I almost had to miss a flight. These label heads is trying to set up interviews on Skype. It's time the hype is real, cause I'm the type to kill. These critics type to kill, my mind is on the mill. I had this shorty trying to hit me on the celly jet, waiting out the office trying to ask me where my telly at. Corny niggas trying to tell me that I'm lame though. Bet I had these bitches trying to holler out my name though. Why is all you rappers trying to make it with the same flow? Worry about your followers, Hollywood niggas followers. Suckin' hella dick, man your mother should've swallowed you.
Throw hellos at all of you.
Can't even throw dukes with you dirty ass niggas. Got cooties in the booty, oh birdie ass niggas. Still trying to make it in your dirties ass niggas. Salky cornflake, Teletubby, Furby ass niggas.
Well, hello Dade, how are you?
What's going on, Will?
Dade, I'm doing so much
to
better
be
now
here.
that I'm speaking with you, my friend, and I'm so excited. The audience just got a sneak peek of your incredible new single, Pressure. Talk to me a little bit about the impetus for that and the idea behind the creation of the song.
Really, you know, hip hop, and it's really when I go in the studio, I don't really like get really inspired by anything. I just go in there and start recording whatever, you know, hits me in the moment. Music is a feeling, and that was just what I was feeling at that moment. You know what I mean? So that's
I
what
love
Pressure
that,
is.
Dade. I love that. Now, listen, I'm so excited that, you know, not only did you premiere the song right here during this interview, but I'm also curious, these past 18 months obviously have been tough for all humans, especially artists. What and how were you able, what were you able to do during the pandemic that kept your creative juices flowing?
My mental health was the main thing. I think people really were forced to sit down with themselves and you know, scrutinize themselves, analyze themselves for the first time in a long time. You know, you can kind of get caught up in, you know, the in and outs, the daily routines of, you know, living life every day. And I think once you get in a position, you sit by yourself, you really realize what's important is like family and loved ones. You know what I mean? And you kind of, you know, center yourself and you ground yourself, and just, you know, protecting my mental health in that time and frame was crucial, was the most crucial component for me. And
Yeah.
just keeping so I can definitely flourish creatively, you know what I mean, and just do
No.
what I have to do, you know, musically, because like it's a love for music, creating something that, you know, strikes up a feeling in you, and that's kind of like what I love to do, and I have to be in a very good mental state to be able to create. So that's pretty much what my answer for that.
Oh, that's great. That's great, Dade. I mean, look at, I've spoken with artists, like I told you offline, hundreds all over the world. And despite where they're coming from, their language they speak, their creed, their background, so many artists, people, all people, had the opportunity to not only sit with themselves, but maybe even face, you know, their inner child, to check back in with them. And on top of that, the fact that you were able to take care of yourself. And, you know, I don't know, I love the fact that, you know, we have so many celebrities and artists and athletes coming forward now about the strength of facing mental illness, that it's not a weakness. You're talking to someone to be vulnerable who suffered with mental illness their whole life. So I want to thank you for being vulnerable. And I think it's that vulnerability that seeps through your music that makes you that much more relatable.
Thank you for that analysis.
Well, listen, I'm just from New York. I speak the truth. Listen, Dade, I'm curious to know what you're most optimistic about as things start to open up, whether it be as a human, as an artist, all of it.
Just definitely I'm looking forward to creating more music, creating more sounds, doing more what I love, getting back to normal, the normalcy of things, opening back up, you know, once we get more people, you know, cleared, vaccinated and stuff like that, we can definitely um, start to you know, get back to like the normal groove of things, and then people can start feeling like, you know, we can go out and just get back together as a race, as a human family, you know what I mean? And we could just I'm looking forward to that. You know, I'm looking forward to getting back to that. So
I hear
right
you.
now it kind of feels a little disconnected out there, and it's slowly like rebuilding. We're starting to recover, and um, I'm optimistic about all of that. You know, all those outcomes. You know, if you're here and you're still alive and you got health, you're a survivor. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like after everything that happened, if you're a survivor, you're here. Like you have everything to be grateful for. You have everything to be optimistic about, and everything to look forward to. You know, and just like uh finding your true potential, you know what I mean? That's definitely what I'm trying to be optimistic about, is like tapping into like my utmost potential that I have, especially with my music, you know, and like creatively what type of content I could just pump out, you know what I mean? Like
absolutely. Well, Dade, you're making me tear up over here on 57th Street, New York City. Thank you for
oh,
being.
I wasn't trying to make a
No,
sad
Dade, listen,
I'm
it's the
far
way
from
that
a victim.
no, Dade, the way that you speak is, you know, you speak to, I think, what a lot of people have been feeling, which is that need for connection now more than ever. And I just love the fact, Dade, that you have such an unapologetic fervor and ferocity toward the fact that, you know, you're not going to be pegged down into one genre, that you're going to create music, and that whatever genre that may be, whatever beat that may be, whatever lyricism or rhythm that may be, that it's going to come from your truth. And I think that's beautiful. And I'm just so excited that you're coming on board this platform where not only you're going to be able to, you know, reach so many more people, but the potential for you to collaborate with other people and artists like yourself who don't
Yeah,
peg themselves into one genre. You know what I mean?
because I'm into songwriting, you know. I like to write. I songwrite for other people, you know. I ghostwrite, so I could really put myself in you know the mindset of who I'm writing for, and really like, you know, tailor a song to somebody, you know, and like really that's really what I like to do creatively, as well as create for myself. I create for other people as well, so
It's amazing.
that's what I like to do.
Well, you're a storyteller. You're able to kind of eavesdrop into the psyche of different people. Look at, I'm a theater director. It's kind of like, you know, you
That's
eavesdrop in.
incredible, man.
Well, I mean,
What
but
you're
what
doing.
I love about what you like to do is like, it's almost like you become and take on a character. You know what I mean? You get to take on the different artists that you write for. That
Yeah,
must be, you know, creatively very fulfilling for you.
yeah, definitely. It gives me a chance to use, you know, that imagination. That's where you tap back into your inner child. You use your imagination a little bit. You know, imagination and creativity, they go hand in hand. So uh, never lose that kind of inner kid. You know what I mean? That everyone has. I don't think anyone should ever lose that inner kid.
Ah,
It's very important,
you're
especially if
speaking
you're
my
creative.
language. I love it.
Yeah,
Well, listen,
yeah.
Dade, I'm so grateful for the time you took today to speak with me. And I want to let everyone know, for more on the incredible, incredible artist, Dade DMC, you can read more about him right below this video. Dade, you are truly a jack of all trades, a renaissance man, dare I say. And I'm excited that we're connected now. And I'm so grateful again for your time today.
Thank you so much, Will. It's been a pleasure. You're great.
You are.